Hi, I'm Pastor Michelle Abbott, and welcome to Knoll Lutheran Church's Midweek Check In. Last Sunday, we read a text from 1 Corinthians where Paul was bemoaning the fact that even in the earliest days of Christianity, people were already dividing up into factions, and they were arguing about which faction got Jesus right. Now, they did this, no doubt, because they were, like all humans, a messy and imperfect group of people. And St. Paul was trying to convince that messy and imperfect group of people to stop focusing on drawing lines in the sand and trying to be right, and instead focus on spreading the gospel message of love of God and love of neighbor. Well, as I'm guessing you are well aware, what was true of those ancient Corinthians continues to be true in much of Christianity today. And newsflash, we are still a messy and imperfect people who too often are more worried about proving that our theology is right than we are about living and acting for the good of our communities, the good of our world, and the good of our neighbors. And you know what? What is true of our religious life is unfortunately also true of other areas of our lives too, where we divide into groups and focus on proving our point rather than spending all that energy working for the good of our community and our world. So it turns out that what St. Paul was telling those earliest Corinthians is also an important message for us today. Yes, theology is wonderful, it can be helpful, but it doesn't exist for the sake of getting it right. It exists to point us to Jesus. And our call as God's people, as followers of Jesus, is to not spend so much energy worrying about who is right, but instead use our energy to spread the gospel message and to live our lives loving God and loving our neighbors, not just here at church, but in all areas of our lives. If we listen to St. Paul, that's what we'll do. I hope you have a great week.